Hello, 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 and welcome to Psi-də-ğvīn. I'm going to be splitting the readings up now a little bit more often. So we're going to start with water signs. And hello, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I appreciate you being here. Now, if you are new to the channel, welcome. My readings ain't going to resonate with everybody, obviously. So take what resonates, take what connects, and go from there. Use your own discernment, please, and use plenty of logic, right? All right. Let's start off with considerations for the collective. Yes, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. What is the main message for y'all at this time? Water signs. Oh, this is going to be a little bit of a jumble. That feels very incomplete, yet somebody might be a little bit bratty. Is that what's going on? The first word that came to me was treason. Is somebody doing something bad? That bad? I don't know if it's that bad. Hold on. I'm going to pull. Hold on. Because this feels incomplete. You guys might have somebody rebellious, that's a good name. Rebellious in your energy at this time. Somebody who could be testing your energy. And they may be doing so, but somebody's busy. I feel like I want to pull real quick one more, though, because this doesn't feel like all of it. Anything else for water signs? This feels more thorough. Now, if you're new to the channel, I do letters, so if you see me wave like this, that's usually me coming back in for a stronger message. If you would like to skip ahead, because the letters don't, they don't amuse everybody. Okay. There's no blanks, so everything looks pretty out here. Ooh, we don't like this word. So what I'm doing right now is just getting the letters in order. Sometimes I see a word, so I just put them together. Doesn't mean that's the message. And I usually do consider my messages complete when everything gets into place. Leftover letters to me usually indicate unfinished data, variety, confusion, and more. Just depends on what else is here. Okay. Random message. I don't know. Water signs, watch your digital data. It's weird. Satellite. There could be somebody, some kind of way able to see what you are saying or typing. That's weird. Be aware, water signs, of somebody arguing with you to tease. They're very foolish in assumption. Okay. Water signs, be aware of a feminine energy that is making chaos on purpose. This can be because they're trying to ruin a plan or a goal. So be aware of that. So, yeah, okay. Feminine energy, picking a fight. So be aware of your grace. At this time, somebody is trying to, I don't know why the words get your goat. I don't even understand all of that statement. Get your what? I don't know about the goat part, but maybe somebody's trying to pick on you just to ruin your day because their shit is ruined. Lord. So yeah, stay easy. Stay easy, stay calm, be relaxed. Do not give the rebellious one your energy. Yeah. Somebody wants you to feel as bad as they do. Somebody might be thinking of going someplace. Considering life. Somebody might be considering life in the near the water. Somebody may be going south of the border. I don't know. Okay. Mediterranean. I don't. Someone. There may be a feminine energy who is feeling stress. Yeah, buddy. Be aware of stress that ages you at this time. Maybe time to consider distancing oneself from stressful energies. There is no why, there is no oh, just you. So there's a little bit of a loss of self, perhaps. If you is 3 letters, right? You lost 2 of them is what I'm saying right there. So yeah, this might be an opportunity to consider finding oneself, the comforts in life, relaxing, not letting others get your goat. That's weird, okay? It's not weird, but okay. Um, be aware of things dragging along. Change is up to you. Okay? Some of you may be connecting to some of your gifts. You may be seeing what you may, okay, you may be feeling like there's vision issues. Somebody may be experiencing the ability at this time to see aura around people. Oh, okay. Be aware of okay. Water signs, be aware of letting hanger-ons hang on for too long. You may be helping somebody more than they need help, to the point of almost crippling someone, or making it so easy they don't want to get up and help themselves. If you are dealing with that at this time, you are dealing with a life experience. That means you don't have to stay in it for long. Once you get the lesson, you ain't got to just stand there. So if you do have someone clinging to you, being a user, be aware of actually causing more harm than good by letting things go on for too long and not encouraging someone to do for themselves. For some of you, this is a masculine energy, and what you're doing is helping them build ego. That doesn't help anything. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Let's see what else is going on, and I'm gonna take this by the signs at this time. So let's start with Pisces. What's going on with you? Nope. Okay. Pisces. Let's see what's going on with you around life. Pisces, some of you are, oof. Okay. Ooh, okay. Some of you have chosen to or forgotten about loving self. Here's an opportunity to hop onto a new timeline. You might even be moving there because of your focus, which you can't stop trying to make sense of other people's senselessness. Okay? And this is old data you've forgotten. Okay, this is a harsh message. Some of you have forgotten that people are stupid and you can't fix stupid. Period. Some of you are expecting or were expecting someone to do the right thing. You were expecting a miracle. But there might have been a belief or a desire to believe in the best outcome. Clarify the experience. Okay, so for some of you, this was old furniture. A love seat, a sofa, TV dinner tray. Well, it was probably more of a sofa because you're still focused on the experience. So the sofa, as we understand it, or the love seat, whatever, it's an integral part of any living room, right? Look past my words a little bit right there. So the sofa being a part of your living room, we would be focused on it if it left or if something went wrong. And naturally, when you get the sofa, you can love its looks, but you forget that it might be a time-sensitive thing. A sofa can't be with you forever unless you go out of your way to take care of it, cover it, protect it, don't let it age. Some stuff isn't possible. So, in being focused on the experience, your vision changes. Whether physical or actually in the mind, you see things different. Some of you have really, really begun to create your list of wants and don't want, and that's good. And what you don't want is the pre-programmed stock version of life, right? And some of you have just dealt with people who should have been good, but you find out later on that they're bad, and that's just their connections. That's what they do. Some of you are focused on that, but hopefully in the changing of the vision, you understand that it's not you that's focused on the fuckery. It's them. Okay? It's the others. Lessons. Right. And the lessons is logic. Understanding that some people are asleep, and that's just how it is. And in that awareness comes also the awareness of self being a little bit lost. You get lost for a minute because you might expect miracle behavior out of others. You may, that's higher level thinking, right? So that data has to be released. And it gets released because you desire better. And you may be feeling that at this time, or it's coming around. And how do you purge that urge? Well, you don't add to it. And you realize that, okay? You realize that you don't add to it. Oh, Lord. Some of you are seeing the others for who they are. Bitter. Bitchy. They've been cooking up that stew for a long time. It ain't your data. It's not delicious to eat. So for some of you, the lessons at this time is moving yourselves onto a different timeline away from things and others that don't make sense. If you are doing so at this time, start with a smile. It confuses the others. Let's see what's going on in finance and work. For Pisces, what's going on in finance and work? Ooh, that just fell down. Okay, there's some of you big work coming in. I heard something about many orders. Okay. Some of you are going to be questioning the emotional push of others. And it almost seems to, foolish and cruel. Okay, Pisces, some of y'all are stuck in a situation where it appears other people are stupid. Stupid, but following the game plan anyway. This is, I'm talking about work here. So you got some people who are acting out of confusion and emotion. Some of you are being forced out of a situation or forced away from work by the stupid ass ideas of the higher ups. Way high. Whatever your choice to do regarding work and finance or careers, new careers, oh Lord, you're going to get to see those confused energies that are following stupid ass orders from higher ups. They get tied to that. It's weird. Karma, clarify. People have to be responsible for the multiplicity of faces they put forward. Now, if you had to do something you didn't want to do at work, you know what I'm talking about, the sticky. For some Pisces, this actually goes opposite the direction they wanted. It's like, okay, everybody takes the sticky. And then when you get the sticky, everybody can come back to work. It's all going to be good. No, that's not how it works. That is not how that works. Because of the decision and sticking to it, trying to stick to it and put on a good face, they're headed for closure. They may not speak loudly about that, but that's what's coming. They're trying to avoid it. This is weird. I just got a sense of maybe you guys, hopefully you're not going through this. Maybe you just hear about it. Some company, somebody works for somebody that's about to be taken to the hoop and blamed for illness, for the plan that falls apart. Health breaks. That's weird. Okay. So there's a situation, a major company stuck in the decision they made. They don't really know what to do either, so there's that. They may start lying or creatively doing things that have a bad look, but they're getting blamed. Ooh. Because it puts other people into a guarded, the people have to protect themselves. But there's blame. There's going to be maybe this is for everybody. There's going to be, they didn't cover all the cracks. They didn't cover all the cracks. Okay, so when I'm saying that, it's like I'm seeing a contract or paperwork, and everything that could have been thought of wasn't thought of. Right. The way out changes. The escape plan changes. Yep. Somebody finds out or found out the truth. And okay, what is the act? Forcing somebody into a corner. Ooh-wee, high emotion. Okay, Pisces, so some work situation that you're going to hear about it or you're in it. Somebody found a loophole of some sort to make a company responsible. Karma. And that chain, the butterfly cannot be released. It can't fly. And this affects the highest up in the situation, who took bad ideas and ran with them. Let's see what's going on in love and lust for you, Pisces. In love. and or just the lust right now. Okay, you might have somebody watching. Ooh, okay, Pisces. Well, there you have it. All right, there you are. Okay, so somebody is absent of logic. You might be dealing with somebody who lacks a little bit of logic, not very safe in the way they think. What's the plan? Somebody wants to get you stuck. They may be jumping to conclusions about what you want. You could be dealing with a Libra or someone embodying that at this time, sociable person. Somebody who is idealistic in nature. They like to overthink. They like to overthink things. Be aware of somebody wasting your time. It's what they do. This can be time and money or value. This could be somebody who's watching you, wanting to see if you're doing better without them, which is not logical because they're just sitting around thinking about you, overthinking, and jumping to conclusions. And they're doing so based on the patterns they see in your behavior. But it's really an illusion. So, oh gosh. Be aware of somebody wanting to connect with you and you ain't trying to, You ain't trying to have another cup of karma. You're not. And that's great. Because, okay, so some of y'all are dealing with somebody who's got their own symphony going on in their head. It's a Broadway stage play. There are no t-shirts and no refreshments. You have somebody who's a little bit crazy. Just, this is lust, okay? So, but it's something you don't want. I don't think it's good at all. Yeah, and this may be somebody who thinks they know you very well. They think they know what you want. They think they've been generous. They think they've been faithful to trying to get to your energy or being in your energy. Very detailed in how they think. So if you're with somebody right now and y'all are just messing around, they may be watching you a lot more than you'd be comfortable with. Right. So you're dealing with somebody who's got some problems going on upstairs they need to deal with. And they're not talking about this. It's not verbal. They're just collecting data on you and keeping quiet about it. These can be the seeds of resentment if not dealt with properly. This could be somebody who's... so you've had somebody in your space recently trying to hook it up with you. And you're wondering... they've got some emotional issues. Low self-esteem, ego, insecurities. Okay. Let's get some angel advice on that. Overall, stay on your higher path. You may be getting divine intervention at this time. As in some split, a moment to think to yourself. Don't gamble on crazy ones. You have some exciting changes coming soon. And the lusty situation is a test of your endurance. Are you ready for the next cycle, or are you just ready for attention? Some of you may be attracting in or have attracted an abusive energy. Somebody who's a taker, a breaker, ego that keeps coming up. So be aware of that. All right. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, what's going on with you? Nope. All right, I'm told to go with the others around you. Okay. Cancer life and lessons. All right, the test. Ooh. Okay. Cancer, be careful of your data. Yeah. You have somebody around you who is impressing their personal beliefs and opinions. They are restrictive in nature, and they may cause delays. Being tested. Clarify all or nothing. Somebody is stalling with you because they want you to see things a certain way. You may be going through cycles at this time, intentionally. So they're chosen. Oh, gosh. Be aware of some... Okay. Oh, Cancer. Somebody's spying on you. They have an addiction to watching you or keeping tabs on you because they feel like they have the ability to influence. This could be someone around a home. They may sense that there's competition. Okay. So there's a test at both ends. Lord. You have somebody around you or in life who's in their head very much to the negative. They may be hoping for another circle around the block with you in life. But there's a breakage, separation. So somebody's trying to be very careful with how they deal with you. They're thirsty, impatient. And they may be trying to be careful to avoid major consequences or conflict. I don't know this song. I only hear the chorus of a song, Let Me Be the One You Come Running To. What? Sounds like a male voice. Okay. Somebody may be coming or in your space as a supportive individual, and they're demanding, giving you challenges and all these things, right? What they're attempting to do is infuse a new type of control. So make sure in between whatever you're doing that you take time out for yourself. Cancer, some of you look good. You're looking good. Okay. Be mindful of your ego at this time. I do get the energy of aggressive energy from others around you. Yeah, you got somebody in your space who's trying to be influential in your world. They want you to be dependent on them. I still keep getting this energy of stall. Pushback, stall, pushback. Cancer, if you're an empath or you're a sensitive one, be aware. Be aware of confusion, especially around new starts of the self. Some of you could be in Pisces mode. Others are just overthinking. Some So you may be wondering if you made a right choice. As far as your transformation, the bottom of the deck, self-centered. So that is where you kind of need to be heading to. Some of you are wondering if you did the right thing. That is a test. Pay attention. And it needs to be answered based on all lessons learned. And this is around new life, new frequency, new energy. You can get out there and make a decision if what you're doing is best for you. But only you can do that. Really, Cancer, you guys have somebody totally watching. If you think it ain't you, then it's you that's doing it. You might be peeking, stalking someone. Be careful of the things you make up in your head at this time. Okay? Everything isn't as it looks. Everything isn't always as it looks. Some of you are looking for reliability and consistency in others who may be expressing a thoughtless kind of... You might be dealing with someone who has such a strong set of beliefs that it doesn't leave much room for growth. You may be seeing that. Some of you are seeing the blockages in others. And you may be hearing that, okay. So, and that's coming through your gifts. Some of you are truly in touch with your higher self. So pay attention to that. Because somewhere around you is somebody with a neediness malfunction. And that can express itself in a myriad of ways. Like indifference or harshness. Fixed beliefs that never advance, grow, or change despite the changing world. Okay? Uh-oh, here comes an air conditioner. Excuse the extra noise. I'll try to talk a little louder. Let's see what's going on with work and finance for you, Cancer. Going on with Cancer. Okay. You may be working to build yourself up at this time. That's great. You have plans for the future because life is... You got some new futuristic plans. Life has changed. You're in a new cycle. Or about to embark on one. It is a cycle of the self. You can't take everybody with you. Can't do that. Some of you are feeling the effects of separation, stalling. You may also need to get your rest. Cancer, some of you are moving into a whole new arena, so to speak. Yeah. Be aware of bad focus. Be aware of bad focus in self and in others. Around work, though, there's a cycle that's coming to an end, but you're going to be suddenly aware of this. You'll be made suddenly aware of this. Quick action around work. Okay. Be aware of somebody around you involving work and finance who has a hidden agenda. What do they want? They may be trying to stop you from going forward with something you want. Huh. Somebody's trying to... Okay, so you might be on a new venture, right? You may have somebody who may be trying to hold you back in some way. So there may be a promise of something, but they're trying to hold you back in some way. And they're doing it, you may be seeing it now because it's gotten to the point where it's like excessive. Like, come on. Like, really? Is that what we're doing? It's very immature energy. And you may be seeing that now. It's somebody who's addicted to controlling the situation. And they're doing that out of envy. Okay? So be aware. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. In the new world we live in, even the teacher can hate the student. Let's look at love and lust. Let's look at love and lust. Okay. Ooh. Nope. Love and lust for Cancer. Cancer signs. What's going on with you? Ooh. Okay, in love and in lust, Cancer, you may be pondering, your mind may be pondering through the sweet flowers and fields of old data. Someone who you were in a cycle with is playing unhappy and unfortunate games to some degree. And they may be coming up with things in their own mind about what it is and what it ain't. This can be the energy of somebody who feels like they did a lot for you. Like they sacrificed and gave up a lot for you, and you may have said something to them that makes them feel like you... oh boy. Be aware of love cycles, or those who are in the friend zone in your space, Cancer. This is something from the past. Someone that you're capable of repeating cycles with. Be aware of someone not getting what they want out of you and they turn to an enemy. Somebody doesn't want to be friends with you or friendly. You have someone, Cancer, who feels like you abandoned them. So the energy they're putting forward, if it's sharp tones, unhappy tones, they're doing so to protect themselves. At least that's what they think. They don't see the blessing and the lesson in having you in their life. You may have somebody who's talking to you less. That's resentment. And immaturity. Someone's not listening to their higher selves. Be aware of that. They have some room to grow, and they have some logic they need to go find. You need to let them go find it. At this time, if you're dealing with the one that's this reincarnated energy, the one you've had many cycles with, you may begin to see the bad nature in them at this time. You may see them differently. You may be beginning to see them differently. They're bitter. They're very bitter. And now they're lumping all people into the same energy. All of you are alike. So make sure you are embracing the self, because other people have to go through their lessons too, and you don't have to hold their hands through that shit. Some of you are traveling or away from this reincarnated data, and you're loving on yourself. It looks like that. You're not talking. You're not going to want to hear this. Somebody does expect that you return to them or pay them back. Somebody is expecting to collect something of value on their investment. Period. They ain't saying it, but it's up there. Cancer, somebody knows your secrets. They need to know so that they can reincarnate as a whole nother energy and you can grow too. But it's like somebody like, okay, I'll just wait until you don't give me what I want, and then I'm going to tell everybody blah, blah, blah. Cancer. Stay sturdy, stay strong. Not everybody wants to see you grow away from them. So be aware of harsh or uncomfortable conversations where somebody might be saying less. Seeds of resentment are building. You cannot, I just don't know if you can resolve that data. Let's see if there's any angel advice here for you. Advice for Cancer. Work on your manifestations. Okay? Your work at this time is to be in a proper alignment with yourself for the new year. At this time, you are acquiring knowledge. You may be, putting yourself into higher level routines. The universe is showing you more love with awareness. Okay? Doesn't mean a whole hug and a kiss and a cookie. It's awareness. And strength. That's great. And it came out at the bottom here. So it's not that you're getting it. You always had it. Okay? But be aware at this time of gifts and knowledge forgotten or being suppressed by others who are wearing you down. Be aware somebody in your space knows you are gifted. So they may be trying to create an environment where you don't know who you are. Be aware of that. Or they may be questioning or challenging you. Manifest with intention. It is not to be explained to anyone. It's your data. Some of you have gone through a lot of things to get to the point where you're at right now. Okay? You have a plan, but, not everybody's got the same plan as you. So have strength. Even when the plan doesn't look like it's going to manifest, sometimes the event happens to remind you that you're capable of doing it yourself. That maybe you don't need to manifest with others. So, if you are dealing with others who don't know who they fucking are, stay in the mature place. Think, act it, feel it, speak it, be mature. Because you may have others in your space who are covered in the sickness of envy and delay. Lazy. The ones who create blockage when you don't walk the way they want you to walk. So some of you are being enlightened at this time because there's cycles of karma that have to be released. This is attachments. These are connections. These are support systems that have expectations for you that don't really truly go where you want to go. And so that energy does have to be released. And look, so the universe is giving you reminders, okay? The universe is pointing out some stuff. Hey, fantasies have to be removed, okay? So Cancer, you may have some things in your environment right now that are also aiding in the process of any bad feelings or slowing you down a little bit. Some of you have, whether it's clothing or jewelry or imagery, something connects to that old data, and so it keeps a certain blockage in orbit around you. Be aware of that. You're more aware of it because you're not like the others. And that applies to love and lust too. You cannot be messing with just any old body. Okay? And that's work, that's life. Whoa, that doesn't belong there. Wow. So nonetheless, keep tabs, keep your mental sharp. Keep your mental sharp. Watch your temper with others who are trying to contain you. Because somebody wants you very dependent on them. Okay? Oof. So make sure nobody's taking advantage of your desires. Okay? Make sure nobody's taking advantage of your desires. You have choice here, but you may be in a situation where you don't get to choose heaven or hell. So in the midst of all the fog and confusion, just do what you can to make sure nobody's feeding that confusion to you. At the bottom of the deck, 7. So use your intuition at this time. Your guides and goddesses and ancient ones from beyond are trying to point some stuff out to you. So, all right, take a breath, relax, and keep your eyes open. Ooh, I was just shuffling and that came out. But it's in reverse. You're not chasing failure. Even if things look like they're failing, you're not chasing it. You don't have to be, right? You don't have to chase failure. So when you see that, make sure you're not ignoring things that are obviously ending. Don't ignore things that you can clearly see have endings. This is intuition. All right, Cancer, so make sure you be using your intuition at this time. Okay? Scorpio. What's going on with you? Scorpio. Ooh. Great song. I hear Lovely Day. I think it's Bill Withers. But I hear then I look at you and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you and I know it's going to be a lovely day. Ooh. Okay, so the cards are matching what I'm saying right now. Somebody wants you after difficulty. Somebody is in desire mode after a period of difficulty. Someone is also in protection mode or just, in that blocked off place. Maybe waiting for something. What are you waiting for? So you're waiting to find out positions in life. This could be work, going forward with an opportunity, being one out of many, being chosen out of many. being single one, the one chosen out of many. For something that you need. This is money. There may be a Scorpio out there who's being pushed back or denied an opportunity. This could be career, because there's a money block here. It's potential, but then it gets blocked. If you don't get the opportunity that you desire at this time, do not overthink this. Do not assume it's because you look a certain way or that they're two-faced. And don't be explosive about it either. Some of you are being denied an opportunity for good reason. You don't see it now? Yeah, buddy. Something you would have started off with passion for, it would not have ended well. Okay? This is something that would have had bad communication to it. Scorpio, if you're getting rejected from work, career, or even love at this time, accept it. Don't push for it. It's the cosmos stepping in. So don't be. If somebody's moving themselves away from you and you want them, let it go. Let it go. This is the cosmos stepping in. They know better at this time and don't want you disturbed on the path. Okay? Let's see what's going on with you in work. Some of you are chained in, tied down. This could be more work than you want to do. Could be triple shift things, overworked. You might be getting paid for it, which might be why you're overworking. But that's not good for you, okay? So be aware. If you're overworking, whether you're underpaid or overpaid, I don't care. If you're working too much, you might be looking crazy. Okay? Two Faces returns. And when I say crazy, I mean you might be short-tempered. You may seem crazy. You might be aggressive. You might be just hateful, tornadic in nature. Okay? I sense an image of like a parent coming home, seeing the house hasn't been cleaned, and instead of just being upset, they tear things up. So be aware of your energy or your levels of tiredness making you act crazy. Okay? Be aware of that. You may be coming across as disconnected. And it's because the world is on your shoulders, but everybody don't know that. Okay? Everybody can't see. Unless you want to put a 24-hour camera on you. So Scorpio, if you're going through this energy, laughter. Believe it or not, the frustrating moment is the gift because it's supposed to help you make decisions on about, who can be all up making use of your energy like that and who doesn't need to. For some of you, it's a light being turned on that you need to separate from old traditions and do something that is greater, is what I'm saying. Okay. Some of you in work situations, finance, bills, naturally. Everybody's got bills. But somebody's able to push back something in payments. You may be happy about that, but you see it coming down the pipeline anyway. Some of you are going to be moving or looking into moving into someplace new. Second story, some of you may be considering giving a key to someone to come in and out of your private home. If you're doing that and you're a masculine energy and you're about to give a key to a feminine, deal with your chaos before you do that. What's the chaos? Some of you haven't been very honest about how the situation needs to be guarded. Okay, well, there's that. If you're looking to get closer to somebody to where they can answer your front door type data, you haven't dealt with all the furniture. Because the furniture's coming through like a wrecking ball. You may have somebody who later on shows up and gives you ultimatums or challenges your new desires, your new person. This can also be a baby mama ain't nobody told nobody about that they crazy. I don't know why I saw a flat tire. This could be all air signs. Some of you might be trying to get close to someone new while you haven't finished this data over here. It's explosive. Don't play games. Somebody's very emotional and they think they know what they're going to do next. They think they know you. They feel stuck. So some of you guys are dealing with somebody who is emotional. They thought they did the right thing, deserve more. They ain't getting it. They're not happy about it. Second story, some of you are dealing with somebody who's depressed. They have depression issues or some chemical imbalance that makes them, makes them destructive. And they're fixed to that behavior. And that behavior includes ruining you or creating trouble for you. This can be player energy. So be aware if you're a player and you've decided to slow it down, you haven't dealt with all the mess. You haven't dealt with all that you're connected to. Or maybe you just haven't informed the new significant other about the possibilities. You haven't had that logical conversation. Like you can move in, but never answer the door type data. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay, yeah, some of you guys have left out old, aggressive ex information. You trashed it. You didn't think it was worth anything to discuss, or you weren't clear enough. This is time-sensitive data before you become surrounded with it. So please deal with that. If you're bringing someone new in, you haven't truly surrendered the keys to the past. So be careful surrendering the keys to the future. You haven't told the person who needs to know everything. You haven't told them everything about the others. You may have fudged, you may have lied, but that past comes back. Okay? So please deal with that. Please consider dealing with it before the light gets shined on the situation and it's beyond your control. It's better to explain it ahead of time so you can define it than to suffer it later and then try to explain your way out of it. So you need to take actions about the impending war that accompanies being around you. You ain't happy with it, but the signs are there to do so. You need to deal with the tornado before you can move on with love and lust. Okay, because that is, oof. You may have somebody who's making sure they stay a part of certain elements of your life so they can box you in when needed too. It's like an ex who wants to make friends with your current person. And they're not doing it because they're nice. They're doing it because later on they plan to control that shit. So this is growth with force intended. Force coming later on. Oops. Yeah, buddy. So look, Scorpio. It's very obvious you have options. You look good. You're awesome. You're amazing. You look like you have a lot of options, right? Everyone's waiting to get some, right? Everyone's looking. Your ex may know that. And they may be trying to establish some type of financial or emotional tie to you that they can make use of later. Be aware. Okay, Lord. Let's get you some angel guidance on that for Scorpio. This card came back. And that doesn't belong in this deck. I just didn't put it away. Some of you need to have stricter or learn to restrict your boundaries, restrict your area or access by someone who wants you, from someone who wants you, for some of you. It's about safety. Right. Some of you have the past still clinging to you and you haven't really defined everything for everyone. This is karma in progress. Be aware. It's like being really nice to your ex, but promising the significant current one, you're going to marry them and walk down the aisle with them. But the ex, you know for a fact, is still wearing the jewelry you gave them. They still save your side of the bed. They know you're coming back. And you still talk to them nice like you're coming back. Or you're giving somebody false hope. That is a bad gamble. How many different ways does it need to be said? So be aware of creating that for yourself. Some of you are just moving into a different situation or out of a situation because you want to change. Well, yeah, some of you haven't really gone through the cycle of change because you're still holding on to the past. So you may be getting guided assistance at this time to move into a new time cycle, but you have to take that test. That test of self. Are you ready, really ready to move? Or do you just like the bad attention? Because if you're just liking the bad attention, you need a better hobby. This game comes with a price. Okay? Be aware of not trying to make sure everybody's clear as you move forward, backwards, or even if you're just staying in a relationship and you know there's problems. Somebody has to lead the charge of logic. Somebody has to do it. Otherwise, everyone's asleep. Some of you Scorpios simply need to get more rest. Because it might be slowing you down overall, making you perform or be less productive. So, Scorpio, this might be a good time to learn how to use all elements of the self, both sides, 3 sides, however many sides you got. This could be a great time to create for some of you. If you are creators, you may be getting those good downloads. Yet, you still need to take these tests. And first, stop being distracted by life, love, other people's feelings. There's a major behavior that's stalling you out. And it has to be stopped. Some of you are doing something that makes you unhappy. And it's a bad act towards the self. So, you are presented with an opportunity at this time to come out of that energy. Okay? Just saying. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And you might be a part of future readings. I do appreciate you being here. And I will be doing these signs this way. So if you were cross-watching, make sure you check out your sign coming up in the next few days. Fire, earth, and air. Again, I appreciate you being here. And remember, no matter what your haters say, you are well. See you next time. Bye.